Let us continue playing Master of Orion 3. When we last left off, we had awakened the beast. And in order to beat the beast, we're going to have to go and... Actually, what do we actually analyse what's in there now we're in the Orion system? Yeah, indirect fire, sort of armada things. They have a lot of... task forces. This is what we were kind of interested in, though. They have a lot of things that we need to deal with now. And it's not particularly easy. So what I've done is I have set up construction of just about everything I can do now. We are building so many carrier ships at the moment because it's the only way I've got of managing this. We're going to deploy... wave of carrier ships at the moment, which is all we got. We need to basically get many of these sort of things built as possible now. So we can now build a wave of indirect fire ships, 11 of them with some support. And yeah, we're defending this place like mad now. I am building a lot of carrier ships, a lot of them. Hopefully most of them will be built next turn, but I've got a feeling Orion will attack next turn, which is why I'm sort of now redeploying massively to Fiorenus. And that will arrive there as well, which will help. And I'm not sure what else I can do, really. I could redeploy you, actually. Yeah, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, we need to ignore a lot of what's left. So I'm going to send in all of our carriers, armada squads, and our indirect fire armada, and 2 long-range armadas. You lot are going to head to there, 3 turns. You are going to head over to there as well, just because. So 3 turns for all that. Beyond that, I don't have a lot else that's in range that's going to help a lot. Nobi is not quite ours yet, and I haven't really been bothering with it for a while. Sending all our carrier and our indirect fire stuff, all of that, and 1 long-range armada is going to go all the way back to Fiorenus because we're going to need it. Some of that's going to arrive there really slowly, but yeah, it's what we got to do. Next up, you, and you, along with you, we're going to head there as well. 3 turns. This is basically fleet now versus Orion. This is kind of the last stand, if you like. If we are victorious here, nothing will stop us. Oh, actually, one thing on the technology front. We did pick up Antaron X scientific approach. In 15 turns, we're much better at being scientists. In the meantime, we're still kind of working towards our interphase drives and various other things. And yeah, we don't have a lot else we can do here, do we? Nope. Right, so all out retreat, go. Run away. Intercept fleets. Yeah, we lost our 2. They sent in some colony ships onto that place in Orion. It was a little depressing. Still, they didn't come after us, which means I've got a turn to restock. They're down 1 planet. We can get them down 2. Attack, attack, attack. Only ground combat we're doing at the moment. Colony ship is unable to reach destination due to enemy activity, which is fine. That's what we expected. And here come some more ship type 10s. So, deploy task force. Let us go for a wave of indirect fire ships, which unfortunately we can't do without having 10s there anyway, can we? Oh well. No, also build that then. And then we're going to have another wave of carrier fleets, which is carrier 10s there. Right, so now we're back up to nearly 700 ships again. And they're still there. They're going to be a problem, aren't they? Until I get rid of them. So let's go and build some more. Some more carrier 10s will be arriving in 3 turns. based on best estimates. And there's no way to speed that up anymore, is there? On this planet anyway, unless I get rid of some bioharvest. More industry required. This is desperate times now. Getting rid of bioharvest for industry. You can't speed that up anymore, but you've got things on the build. Everyone else is building them in 5s, by the way, now, because we just need them as and when they'll get here. And 5 is probably the best number for the moment. Alright, that's the best point. Okay, so things continue on. We got them arriving shortly, 2 turns. They're going to have to stay there for now. Don't go to the black hole. Black hole is silly. Silly place. Meanwhile, I might as well actually keep attacking ground forces on things here, because why wouldn't I? And it might help in the long run. Of course, I hope this game doesn't go into the long run. Oh, that's now conquered and fully sorted, so you now head to Fireonus as well. Everything going okay. Hoshi, we have... They kind of ignored us there, so that's fine. As long as they do ignore us, I'm not going to bother with anything there. And that is just becoming a ridiculous sort of defensive war that we're now building up there. Now we're arriving a few turns. Right. Then it's just these. So let's go and put our carrier armor. Let's go and put some of these to good use. So we have a long-range armada. We have a carrier armada, carrier wave for 2 flotillas, 3 flotillas. Head over to there. You'll be there in a lot of turns. But it's fine. We're just defending at the moment there. End turn. Blockade. Intercept, assault, assault, assault. A victory in all places, I think. We did lose a few troops there. So, Tsukiyomi, wherever that is. Need to do some thinking about that. Colony ship unable to reach destination. That's fine. Oh, we discovered in Terran X inbound voyage is now going to be complete. Oh, huzzah! So we're researching the 3rd one. We have another inbound. Let's actually make a couple more of these, because that'll be a long-term victory clock then, I suppose. That's heading back. That's arriving in 1 turn. What else can we deploy here now? We have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of troop ships, but nothing else. We build nothing else that turn? We got some blood, so... Let's say, where's our reserves? The task forces. So why are we now so down on... The game has gone a bit wibbly, is what I've decided here, unless there's a reason for it. No, we're not getting anything, how bizarre. Oh, well, interphase drives are now coming online. And I'm debating another attack, but I'll probably do it next turn if I can. So how are you doing on the defensive side of things? Because I need you to defend like mad now. Missile base 2, space stock extension. Nope, we want... It'll take it far too long to build a carrier base, but build it anyway. And over to you. You have even less industry. So I'll have a missile base 2, and we shall have a... just a defender. Right. I want you to get to Orion. Now, the reason I'm going to send sacrificial waves in is because it might be what's keeping them there. Yes, I know, 60-minute reminder. I'm recording straight on from the last one, so ignore that. Yeah, I'm recording straight on from the last one. I want to just get I want to keep them on the attack here. We're going to blockade it. Intercept the fleet. Assault, assault, assault. And I meant to check where Tsukuyomi was. Oh, defeat. Ah, done it. Alright, institutionalization. So, if we look at the technology screen then, we have social structure in 13 turns, and we have that in 12 turns. So, lots of heavy foot government. Oppressor meter goes down. Oh dear, we might actually have to deploy something there, might we? There. So where were we crushed actually looking at this? That was in the... That's a 1% casualties there. Allied casualties 0%. Allied casualties, Tsukuyomi. Yep, where is the Tsukuyomi system, please? That's probably... Yeah, it's there. Yeah, I just got rid of all my defences there as well, which is a little annoying. It's a little annoying, but we have bigger fish at the moment. And those bigger fish are the Antarans. So you can kind of build a carrier armada, but that's not the way to do it. Wave gives us 10. Some Berserker ships, 2 Antaran ships. Yeah, that'll work out. What I should really be doing is upgrading the rest of the fleet for less ships and just getting there, but it's fine, I suppose. Indirect fire as well. And deploy task force. So we then have another long-range attack wave. Nope, not quite. Short-range attack wave. Not quite. Alright, that's fine. That's all fine. We get a lot of carrier ships next turn. And the forces at Fire Ernest now number over nearly 1,000. Right, I'm going to deploy some task forces here then, I think, just to actually... No, it's no point. I'm going to actually let them try and take that back. If they can do it, well done to them. But I don't believe they will be able to. At least not immediately. And I can always sort of reshuffle things along if I really need to. So that's going to arrive in 2 turns. That's going to arrive next turn. We're going to attack in 3 turns, I think, based on when everything else is going to arrive here that's got some relevance to us. 3 turns. Let's see how this goes. Defend, assault, intercept, assault. I don't remember having... oh dear God, how many troops have we got there? Yeah, we lost Tsukuyomi, I'm sure of it. We've lost the planet. Okay, so they've got one of theirs back. They'll spend a while doing that, but that's fine. 1,000. Oh dear God. I'll tell you what, if you hold off this time, you've done phenomenally well. You thrice cursed Orions. Now a carrier armada in, some more carrier waves and things arriving in 2 turns. And I'm sure that's it. It's the number of waves that we can now send in. We're going to be buzzing with missiles and things next time. Flotilla of indirect fire ships. We can just about make that. You're heading over to there. You'll get there in 4 turns. You're really not... Dear God, we're going to have to deploy some of those. I'm just going to have to control combat and make sure that happens. In the meantime, we keep going. In turn. Defend. Intercept. Assault. Intercept. Assault. Getting rid of all the carrier fleets everywhere else was a mistake, really. Oh, done it. I meant to control that. Because you're not deploying the things. Right, that population's dropped far too low because they're bombarding it, I imagine. How are we doing on the victory trail now? We got 1 inbound, 2 researching. We might actually be able to win from an Antaran victory the way we're going at the moment. Okay, so we have 1 colony ship heading towards Orion. I can't see what they've done with their fleet now, so they might have disbanded it for now. Or done something evil. Here come the transport armadas. I think they're done with that, so I'm going to have to now deploy some indirect fire and some defences here for now. Which is a shame. So I'm going to do it, and reconnaissance flotilla. Right, that should be enough to hold that off for a bit. Especially if Sucra has actually got some defences on the go. It's actually a reasonable planet, so I'd imagine it does. It doesn't, for whatever reason. Build that. Build that. In fact, no. Build that. There we go. That's overbuild. So, all good. Over to you. I want some super space fighter bases and that. That's going to be overbuilt. And over to you. That all seems reasonable, actually. Go and build some more missile bases and things. Yeah, we got 1 sensible planet there, at least. Right, meanwhile, then, I've pressed the wrong button again, and now we're looking at it slightly sideways. Hurrah! Meanwhile, I'm going to save again, and I'm going to launch an attack. We don't have a lot else that we can do, so let's go it. We have some 13,000 ships. Assault planet. It seems to be lower than what it should be. This is not counting the 1 on the end, which I wouldn't put it past this game, but... Draw. We came off a lot worse. A lot worse. Land troops. AI control. Victory. Right, that's done. We lost 33% of our forces doing that. Which kind of surprised me, but oh well. Let's see, we then got... Task force, we can then go for armadas again. Carrier. There we go. That should make all the difference, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to play this, am I? We're either going to have to massively upgrade the fleet again, which is potentially an option. I'm just going to have to hope that somehow we... Because what it didn't do... I know I'm saving again, I apologise. It didn't seem to show all of our fleet strength there for whatever reason. Insert fleet. Right. Move out. Move out. I'm going to attack. Send in all of the things. If we kill their armada, actually, strangely, that's going to fix a lot of issues. Get attacking. I just want to try and cripple some of their armadas. We can actually attack their direct fire, their carrier armada type things. Right, start moving. Move closer to them. Get into range. I know they're going to get shot up, but that's just how this is going to work, isn't it? Oh, there comes our bit of swarming by the look of it. Transport squad. Oh, whoops. Come on, send in some attack waves. There's just so little in the way of... What happened to all of our forces? It just doesn't appear as if they're actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's my interpretation of it. Don't know where they're going. I've got nothing over there. Move closer. Move closer and start doing some damage. Can you just move out there just so I can see that this is actually doing something and you're not just running around in circles ignoring my orders? Going. I want to actually damage that fleet if possible. Oh, no. It's down about half strength. They might be able to do this. Oh, move a little closer. I'm not asking for much. I just want you to attack that fleet. With things. Weapons, ideally. But no, they just appear to be refusing. There's no point in attacking the fighters because they just restock. But I can't apparently order them to do anything else. So this is going to be a defeat. That's annoying. Now we're doing damage to them, it seems. Or, I don't know. That's annoying. That is so annoying. Strangely, this is what I expected the Antanas to do us. It just appears as though I cannot actually queue up a massive attack wave with our fleet at the moment. They have, that's their 10th wing there. They've got destination on. It appears as if they can't actually get there. Strangely. I don't know. I was looking at this a bit oddly, but it does appear as if they're sort of stacked outside and can't actually get there. So the game cannot actually handle the amount of ships actually en route. If that's the case, then this is unplayable really now. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to wait for increased ship abilities again, but I really don't know. I was almost hoping to be done with this Let's Play by now. Ah dear. So anyway, I think then I've got really no choice. I've got to defend here because otherwise I'm just going to fall into oblivion. Yeah, queue up some more attacks because I've realistically got to. So ground transports, send in a couple of those. Get to there. That's fine, that's held. That area is held. I mean, I'm quite happy to sit here at the moment, to be honest, but we might actually have to go and attack, I don't know. Ah. Darn you, vile game. So yeah, I'm going to continue playing Master of Orion 3 then. I don't know what I can do. I really don't. I mean, better weapons maybe, better fighters are coming up, but I've got a tech advantage on them as well, which is the annoying bit. Let's see, level 45. Their fighter technology is only a 43. They might have heavy bombers though by now. 43. Yeah, they're just 43, 45 across the board. If we switch to me, I'm back to... Yeah, I've got better stuff than them. I definitely have better stuff than them. But I think we need the fighter phaser beams now. Although I think that's kind of dependent on actually getting phaser beams, which we don't have access to yet. Well, these have no luck. I'm going to start doing some massive scientific spying. So, start building. Alright, well, I'm going to end the video here and debate. Because I really can't do a lot else, can I? Bah. Until then.